as you can see, this is not an ASMR video, but this is just a video on explaining a little bit on what's been going on. So last year, as you all know, we started being in a pandemic. Unfortunately, I was one of COVID's victims. For almost a year, I suffered the consequences, such as having my heart damaged and my lungs. For almost a year, I battled a lung infection that I couldn't get rid of, up until a few weeks ago when I was finally able to stay off breathing medication and pills. As my family and I were rejoicing because it was a hard year of pain and suffering, and I don't want to get into details, but it was not a fun moment. As my family and I were having dinner, rejoicing that I was finally on my first day off the meds and my lungs were actually able to support themselves with any medication at all. I received the news that one of my friends was in the hospital fighting for her life. I should also mention that we did lose friends to this crappy pandemic, so as I'm sure a lot of you have also had horrible experiences during this past year. But also, while we were getting ready to go to bed that day, that the first day that I was off the meds, feeling great, one of our cats that we had adopted 3 years ago began feeling really sick all of a sudden. So we ended up taking him to the emergency room, and that's where we found out that he had inherited HCM from one of his parents and his lungs were damaged. And the reason that it hurts really bad, and I know some people might think, well, he was just a cat, but to us he was our family. I'm really sorry, I'm trying to hold it together, but we adopted him and his siblings because when they were found, it was either they got adopted or they would be put to sleep. And seeing them as cute little kittens, we would have felt so guilty if we allowed that to happen. So we took them in. We adore them. And they just became part of our family. They were like our children. Unfortunately, no matter how hard we tried to get him out of his second crisis, his heart was not able to pump blood to his organs, and his organs began shutting down, and he suffered a lot of pain. So we had to make the decision on putting him down. This was the first time that my family and I experienced something like this, and it's just so ironic how I began feeling better, but that same very day, our cat went into the hospital over a heart condition and lung condition. And the house really feels very empty without him. And we're very much hurting on top of everything that we went through this past year. Friends that we lost, and then my friend almost passing away also. Right now we still have his siblings with us. You guys might be hearing their bells in the background because they're looking for their brother, um, wondering where he's at and all that. So another reason why I've taken some time off is because I have a brother who's disabled physically. He became ill a few years ago, and this cat was very attached to my brother, and my brother became very attached to him. And since our cat's passing, my brother has been very depressed, and we fear that something might happen to him too. So we are trying to make sure that he's going to be okay, and I'm going to be using this time to concentrate on helping my brother move on and feel a little bit better from the loss that we just suffered. But thank you so much for all the support that you guys have given me. As I mentioned before, I had recorded some videos or pre-recorded some videos, and I have scheduled them for posting, so you guys will still see some videos being posted. I also know that there are some requests that I still was not able to get to. I will get to those as soon as I am up for recording again. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for listening, and hopefully I'll be able to record and get to those requests for you guys. Thank you, and stay safe. Bye.